What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another collaboration beer. This time between the Mortalis Brewing Company, and they are headquartered in Avon, New York, and the Prison City Pub and Brewery, and they are out of Auburn, New York, and this is their Whams Above Whams Below. So this is an Imperial Coffee Stout brewed with coffee, coconut, and vanilla. It comes in 10% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed. Time of review, this can is approximately 2.5 weeks old. So I think this is going to be a fun beer. And that's because this is a mashup of Mortalis's As Above, So Below, which is an Imperial Coffee Stout, and Prison City's Wham Whams, which is an Imperial Stout with toasted coconut and Madagascar vanilla. So what they do with this one is they take the non-adjuncted base Imperial Stouts and basically blend them together of each beer. Then they condition them on coffee, coconut, and Tahitian vanilla. So that's a little bit different because Wham Whams uses Madagascar vanilla, and that's what is in this can. So I have reviewed the As Above, So Below from Mortalis, one of my favorite beers from Mortalis. Tastes like somebody took a coffee crisp candy bar and put it in Imperial Stout. It's fucking delightful. And then I have had Wham Whams before from Prison City, but that was before they actually called it Wham Whams. I had it at a beer fest back in 2017, and it was just labeled as an Imperial Stout with toasted coconut and vanilla. And then a little bit after that, they came out with Wham Whams, which was exactly that beer. So I've had both of them before, but I've only reviewed the As Above, So Below. Anyway, I'm super excited about this one. I hope it's delicious. If you follow the channel, you know I love toasted coconut. And if this is basically like Mortalis's As Above, So Below with some toasted coconut and vanilla, I don't understand how I wouldn't enjoy this beer. I feel like I would probably enjoy this beer. So we get the hashtag like half proper glassware. We're going to pour it. Anyway, let's get in the glass. I'm going to pour most of it, but probably not all of it. Do something like that. Throw that over here. Oh, am I going to have to save this? Did I go a little bit too aggressive with the hashtag proper glassware pour? I don't think so. That looks fucking awesome. Looks like a nitro beer with the head. Jesus Christ. That looks fantastic. Wow. So, and I was just trying to do the hashtag. Trying to get that thumbnail, you know, with the Mortalis has. Anyway, pitch black. 3 fingers of this super creamy, I would say dark brown. I don't even say mocha. It's dark brown colored head. Slightly bigger bubbles mixed in, so maybe not like uber creamy, but looks pretty fucking creamy to me. Hold it up to the light. God damn. There's no light get through. This just looks fantastic in the glass. Like, if you're gonna give me an Imperial Stout with those 3 adjuncts, if it looks like that, sign me the fuck up. Let's get a nose. Oh shit. Oh my God. It's like somebody took, there's a nuttiness in here. It's like somebody took, you could say Mounds Bar, but let's say someone took a Mounds Bar and a coffee crisp and they combined them, or you took a bite of a coffee crisp and a Mounds Bar at the same time. But I'm getting a nuttiness, which is why I wanted to say Almond Joy, because I'm getting like a nondescript nuttiness in here. But it's definitely chocolate, it's coffee, and it's toasted coconut, 100%. But I'm getting a nuttiness. Like, I'm getting more of a nuttiness than vanilla, if I'm being honest with you. It smells like it's going to be sweet, even though you can't smell sweetness. It definitely has a sweetness here. And this is on my darker beer fridge. I kept it in my regular beer fridge up until like maybe 3-4 hours ago. Threw it in my darker beer fridge. I keep it 54. Kind of wanted to be this a little bit warmer to get more of the characteristics. That's usually how I roll with most of my dark beers. It's not overly complex. Dark chocolate, coffee, toast coconut, some vanilla. Just smells fucking divine. I think my comparison to a coffee crisp and Mounds Bar is kind of appropriate, but if you wanted to say Almond Joy, or if there was another like dark chocolate coconut nutty kind of candy, that would, I mean, I'm not getting like straight on almond. I'm getting a nondescript kind of nuttiness. It smells delightful. Holy fuck. As somebody who loves that As Above, So Below, and it's one of my favorite beers from Mortalis, like, you're just basically adding toasted coconut to this one with some nuttiness, and it's like, it's fucking divine. I'm also getting like a little bit of like a spirit, even though this is not barrel aged or anything. Like, Like almost like not like whiskey or like bourbon, but like brandy or maybe rum or something. Yeah, there's such a nuttiness. This smells fucking awesome. Even though it's not that overly complex, it smells awesome. Let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. It's exactly what the fuck it is. It's a... That aftertaste is so wild. To me, the aftertaste, it's not a popular flavor of ice cream. It's definitely an old person's ice cream. It's something like my grandmother used to love, and I have inherited that love for that specific ice cream. Rum raisin. I'm getting rum raisin in this. That's fucking wild. I love rum raisin ice cream. You don't see it a lot, but when I do, gotta get it. Mine, this is thick. This is full-bodied, right? It's not over the top, 10%. But if I was doing this blind, I might guess 10.5, 11, maybe even a 12% because there is a viscosity here. It definitely has a thickness. It's not over the top. It's not like syrupy, but it's definitely big. So it's appropriate and maybe even a little bit higher than you anticipate. The mouthfeel is a little bit more carbonated than I anticipated based on everything that I'm looking at and how I poured it, and the body is like, oh, maybe the mouthfeel will be like soft, smooth, and creamy. It's like moderately carbonated. Let you know it's a beer. It's smooth, but it's not like overly creamy. So the body's better than the mouthfeel. The mouthfeel's fine. I was hoping it would be a little bit softer and a little bit creamier, but I'm all right with it. But the body's fucking fantastic. I'm going to pour the rest of the beer in here, just in case it changes anything up. Is this beer sweet? Yes. But believe it or not, I don't think this is as sweet as the regular As Above, So Below. I don't know what it is. Maybe because of the base. Maybe the base of Wham Whams is a little bit less sweet. Maybe the addition of the adjuncts kind of toned down the sweetness. I don't know. I wouldn't think that because toasted coconut, vanilla, sweet. Again, I can't stress enough how this lacks complexity to me, which usually in my book means I'll give a little bit lower rating. It doesn't resonate. But here's the thing. What's here is fucking so tasty. But this is a personal preference thing. The reason I picked this one up is because of the toasted coconut and the fact it's a combination of those two beers, that the one I love and the other one I really enjoyed as well. This tastes like somebody took you took Mortalis' As Above, So Below, and for me you added the toasted coconut, a little bit of nuttiness, and then like a fucking scoop of rum raisin ice cream in here. That's what it tastes like to me. Forefront, mocha vibes, dark chocolate, coffee, unmistakable. Again, a little bit of that coffee crisp, sweeter candy / chocolate bar, for sure. But as it passes through the palate, I'm getting like bits of different things. The toasted coconut gets in there, and then I'm thinking mounds and almond joy, because then there's a nuttiness that hits. And again, the nuttiness is more of like I would say more of like a pecan, or maybe even like a pistachio, something that's not your typical walnut or almonds or peanuts. It's something different. And then about halfway through the palate, the dark fruit hits. I could say raisins, plums, dates, maybe even black cherry, but it's more raisins than anything. And then on the finish, a little bit of vanilla, and then I get what I would assume is a rum / brandy kind of spirit that's not whiskey or bourbon. And again, this is not barrel aged, which is fucking wild that this is not barrel aged, because it tastes like it's a little bit barrel aged. It's definitely a sweeter dessert-esque beer. I guess you would label this potentially as a pastry stout. It's not cloying. As you can see, look on the back here. We're close to the 8 ounces, a couple ounces away from the 8 ounces, right? So I've probably drank 4 or 5 ounces of this, close to 6 ounces. Yeah, I'd say maybe I drink about 5 to 6 ounces now. It's not cloying. It's definitely lean sweet. This is 65-70% sweetness to anything else. The back of the palate is there's a mild kind of dryness and a mild bitterness, but this is definitely I don't want to say a dessert in a glass, but it's definitely a beer that leans sweeter and has a more of a rich, decadent profile to it. So if you would split this with somebody, I couldn't fault you. If you split this, 3 or 4 ways with somebody, I couldn't fault you. If you just got this at the brewery as a flight, like a 4 or 5 ounce pour, couldn't fault you. But I'm going to drink the rest of this and enjoy every second. This is fucking awesome. I don't remember what I rated as above, so below. I think instincts kick in here. Instinctively, I would say this is not as good as above, so below, because that's pure on liquid coffee crisp in Imperial Stout form, but it's pretty fucking close. And that rum raisin addition, no spirit in here, so no rum. There are no raisins in here other than the dark fruits coming from the malt. The 2 knocks I have on this beer. Mouthfeel is not as luscious as it should be for something like this. And to be honest with you, I don't get a lot of the vanilla. Like the vanilla is like a tertiary at best player, but it's more down the totem pole, maybe like 5 or 6 as far as what I'm getting. I'm mostly getting the coffee, the chocolate. Spill a little bit on the table here. Coffee, chocolate, toasted coconut, and then that rum raisin character. This is fucking awesome. Good job, Mortalis. Good job, Prison City. You guys fucking nailed this one. I know they do like a barrel-aged... do they do a barrel-aged version of this? I think they might do a barrel-aged version of this. If I see that, if they release it again, I will try it out. But as far as a 10% Imperial Stout with those 3 adjuncts go, this is fucking divine. I'm going to rate it, 10%. I can definitely tell it's a big beer. Viscosity alone, intensity of flavors. There is a warming in my chest. Nothing on the palate would scream, hey, this is an astringent, Imperial Stout. So I wouldn't say it hides the alcohol, but I think it's appropriate for a 10% beer. I think if I was doing this blind, I'd guess somewhere between like 9 to 11%, so 10% makes sense. I'm going to sip on that the rest of the night. I probably have consumed at this point 6 ounces of it. It'll probably take me another half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour to drink the rest of that. I'd like to see when it's like room temperature what it tastes like the last maybe 3 or 4 ounces. But Whams Above, Whams Below from Mortalis and Prison City, this is fucking great. You gotta love coffee, coconut, vanilla, rum raisin. You gotta like some combination of that flavor, in my opinion. So I'm gonna give this a low 4.75, go 4.7. Again, I don't remember what I rated the as above, so below. That's a little bit better, slightly better. I would say if I gave that, and again, I should have looked at that review, but if I gave that like a 4.75 or 4.8, I think that'd be appropriate. If I gave it lower, then I don't know what I'm talking about, but I usually don't, so fuck me. I love the can too. I don't know if I've saved the as above, so below. Yeah, right there. You know what? I need to put this up there with this so we have both of them at some point behind me on the pretentious wall of bottles and cans. So yeah, 4.7 out of 5. This is fucking awesome. I love this. Price point availability. At the brewery, $25 a 4-pack. I picked this one up at Brewed and Bottled. Lewiston, New York. Shout out to Chris and the whole crew over there. And I think it was $6.50 for that can. Now, I'm not great at math, but I think $6.50 times 4 would be $26 a 4-pack. So compared to what you could buy it at the brewery at, Chris charged an extra 25 cents a can. But here's the beauty. You can buy singles. If Chris put this in, Chris charged $7.50, $8 for that can, I would have bought it. Because I'm able to buy singles and you can at Mortalis. So Chris has some great competitive pricing, but the fact that you can buy everything as a single at Brewed and Bottled is what wins me over. And the fact that this is 25 cents extra a can compared to the brewery, where you got to go to the brewery and buy a 4-pack, fucking phenomenal. So shout out to Chris and the crew over there. They kill it. But $25 4-pack at the brewery. If you're out of New York State or you buy it on Tavor or wherever, it's going to be way more money. It's just how it is. But at the brewery, $25 4-pack. That's what we'll go with. And availability, it's Mortalis. You can buy stuff on their website. They ship across New York State. Again, they get in a lot of different online websites, like Tavor. Like I said, they've gotten their stuff on Tavor again or before, and they do get outside of New York State. But if you see them in your neck of the woods and you're outside New York State, be prepared to pay a hefty premium for their stuff. I've heard, folks in like Chicago, Ohio, down to the south a little bit, for some of their Hydra beers and whatnot, paying like $8, $9, $10 a can. It's kind of the going rate, kind of like when 450 North first started distributing to the West New York area. Their cans of their heavily fruited sours were like $10 to $12 a can. Well, you go to the brewery, it's $26 a 4-pack, not fucking, $40 4-pack, $45 4-pack. That's not how that works. But distro's different. Everybody has to get paid, so I get it. So Anyway, if you've had this one before, please post in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about it. Like I said, alcohol is appropriate for what they're kicking out here. The two negatives on this one, mouth feels a little bit lacking. I want more vanilla. But as a whole, I cannot sit here and tell you this is not delicious beer because it fucking totally is. Coffee crisp meets Mound/Almond Joy, rum raisin thrown on top. You can sign me up. I'm going to drink the rest of that. Enjoy every second. Till the next one. Cheers.